take us to the basics of what do you really think that it takes to rewire the brain?
Well, the good thing is that we know that with neuroplasticity, we can change the brain just based upon the type of input that it is given. And the brain can change through the entire lifespan. And with targeted input and with sometimes some very specific tools, you can rewire a brain that has inefficient connections or no connections at all, for example, maybe after a stroke or a traumatic brain injury where there is dead brain matter. We know now that you'll lose the function in the dead brain matter, and essentially, you're sent home and you depreciate on your couch because you don't have access to that function. But what we have found is that you can stimulate two parts of the brain, and then the connections, the neuron connections, will go closer together and will grow connections around those insults in the brain, and we can return function to the individual. So it's very exciting, especially when you look to some of the childhood disorganization and diagnoses that are very common. People come to us from all over the world for depression, attention deficit, even post-traumatic stress disorder. And those things are helpful to me just in regards to knowing what their baseline is and what their pain points are. But we enjoy walking clients out of their diagnostic codes by treating the root cause of their condition, which is what you mentioned, which is disorganization for the brain and nervous system. We have strategies that you can do yourself in your home. I've actually created a lovely download for you, Lindsay, for your listeners. And there's things that you can start to do absolutely today in your home to first start calming and soothing your nervous system so that we can start to make those changes in the brain that we know so well. And with neuroplasticity, there's really just nothing I feel that we can't do. And there is no ceiling of any diagnosis that I've seen that we cannot make gains on. And infrequently, we actually resolve all of the characteristics, and friends don't even have a diagnostic code. So it's very exciting doing the work of neuroplasticity.